All right, call to order. Meeting of the January 25th, 2022 Board of Adjustments meeting. Roll call of members. Mr. Willie Robinson.
Present.
Mr. Jake Jofreon.
Present.
Mr. Eddie Cross.
Present.
Mr. Devin Graham.
Present.
And tonight absent are Ms. Darla Harris and Mr. Brandon Bennett. Okay, the first order of business is election of chairman and vice chairman for the year of 2022. Can I get yeah, I need a witness. Need a motion? I need
I would like to make a motion for chairman. I'd like to nominate Mr. Steve Jeffrey on again.
Okay, motion by Eddie Kraus. Oh. I think that's you.
Second.
Second by Mr. Willie Robinson. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, that motion passes. Next would be vice chairman.
I'd like to make another motion, this time for Mr. Brandon.
Wait, hold on. Try that.
Testing?
Yep.
I'd like to make another motion, this go round, for co-chairman, Mr. Brandon Bennett.
A motion for Brandon Bennett to be co-chair, second by Jake Jofreon. All in favor?
Just to correct, I want to say vice chair.
Vice chair,
Vice
I'm
chair.
sorry. Vice chair. I don't know, you can have chairman. Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Motion passes. All right, next on the agenda, public comments. We open up to any public comments for the Board of Adjustments.
No one signed up.
No one signed up. Close public comments. Next, I need a motion to accept the minutes of the December 28th, 2021 meeting.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Devin Graham, second by Mr. Willie Robinson. All in favor? Motion passes. Next, I need acceptance of a motion to accept the written decisions of the December 28th, 2021 meeting.
I'll make a motion for that.
Motion by Jake Jofreon,
Second.
second by Mr. Eddie Kraus. All in favor? Motion passes. Okay, next we have a public hearing to consider the following variance. Zoning review ID PZ 2791.22 for Alan and Shirley Claiborne. Okay, anyone here to represent it? Stand up to the podium and tell us what you got. I don't know how to turn the podium on. Excuse me 1 second. Okay. Hey, tell us what you got here.
Okay, my daughter wants to move her trailer next door to us on our land, and they told us that we had to come to ask, is it okay for her to do so? She have 2 kids, and they need space, and we don't have it, so they wanted to see, can we make it possible for them to put a trailer beside our house. We have enough space there because they had a trailer there once or 4 years ago, and we just really wanted to find out, is it okay for her to move hers there?
So you did have a trailer there 4 years ago?
Years ago.
Years ago, and they moved it, and right now it's just a big empty lot with a basketball goal and stuff on it, so we just really need for you all to please say yes and help her so she could get her trailer put there.
Am I seeing this correctly? The lot dimensions are approximately 136 by 67?
I don't know quite how big is the lot.
Oh, yeah, I see it. I see some numbers written down at the bottom of this that y'all filled out.
These are the papers that I got, and
Do you know Lance? Okay. He's checking.
okay.
this whole thing, yeah.
They own the whole thing, don't
Mm-hmm. It's under. But you know, it's not as small as some of these houses in the DSL.
Steve? Chairman, oh yeah?
Yes,
Yeah, that's about correct. I have it like 129 by 67.
okay. All right. So it appears the lot is 67 feet deep by
Yeah.
130 plus or minus
Right.
wide. I'm wondering what size trailer, have y'all thought about the
Well-
depth of the trailer that's gonna fit in there? Because we do have front and rear
Right,
setbacks.
exactly. I know that it can't be close to our back ditch. They have a ditch run back there, but it'll be just right. We tried to measure it off, so it won't be, where it shouldn't
It
be.
won't be hanging over, it'll still be on the property.
It looks like it's probably had to be like a 40-foot trailer.
Okay, I don't know how long it is.
Yeah, I didn't know if y'all realized that or not. We have a 20-foot building setback
Okay,
in the
right.
parish. And
Okay.
I don't know in that area, but I think it's probably 15 or so in the front.
On the main road?
Yeah, it's going to be 20 in the front or 55 from the center of the road and 20 from the rear. So there's not much room.
20 and 20 is 40. Yeah, it's gonna be tight.
40, about a 40 footer.
No,
You got 67.
27 foot. 20 in the front, 20 in the back.
What kind of left to right you got?
And it may be a little more because it's 55 feet from the center of the road. I don't know if there's much room. They'd have to possibly put it like the length of the home if they could get it, but I don't even know if they have that, where the trampoline is, that length.
Well, right now, we have a pool there, a trampoline there,
Okay,
and a basketball goal there.
okay, we can see that in the picture.
Right,
Yeah,
so-
thanks for clarifying, yeah.
Oh, yeah, so
Yeah.
if we was planning on moving everything so it could have enough space. Because you really need our help.
Okay. Ms. Jamaica, anybody signed up for
No, no one's.
public comment? All right, we're gonna close the public comment. Any questions, motions?
How's it do discussion? General
Discussion, yeah?
So your side setback's gonna be 10 feet from the property line?
Oh,
Get them all.
All right. Is it real? Huh? Side setback's 10 feet, but in conservation, that's gonna put you closer to the house. How close can we really go to the house? And I don't know if y'all been down, I mean, it's a narrow road, there's already a lot of stuff going on that road. So I'm just giving you all that
They
information.
have
And
several
then,
trailers down there now, so,
Oh, no, I know. And then 55 from the center of the road, so I just think you have a hard time placing anything there. Even if you were granted a second variance tonight, you would be, if you were granted a variance tonight for a secondary home, you would still have to come back in front of us to talk about how you can place a home on that lot, because you don't have the depth and you probably wouldn't have the width. In other words, the mobile home would have to be either right up on your house, because you have to be
No,
at
that's
least
wrong.
10 feet off of the property line per setback, per,
that's
we have in the parish, right?
You see, what she talking about putting a trailer, I got a driveway running down outside my house.
and she was going, it's
On that
a
side.
driveway there.
It's on, she'll put the trailer on the other side of the driveway, I got run right down outside.
yes, yes.
Excuse me, yes, sir, we understand, but there's certain setbacks you have to be from the rear property line, and that's 20 feet from the rear. Yes, and 25 or 55 feet from the center. So by the time you take that out of the equation, you only have, I don't know if you have any, without having to come back and get a variance, if you get a permission to put the second dwelling on the property. You're gonna have to see what size you can actually place there, because it's only 60 feet wide. depth, I guess you could say. So a regular, 16 by 80 is not going to fit there.
What size did you guys have in mind as far as
Well,
trailer
it wasn't,
size?
it was just gonna be like a 2-bedroom. It's just something for her and her children to live in. And she wanted to live there so she can help me and her father. So, I mean, it just,
And we don't have any clue between the house and the side line, that dimension, approximately?
I have a question.
Approximately 50 feet.
Okay. For my house, we have my house, he have his sheds, and it's not a problem. And the trailer is not gonna be nowhere around the ditch on front nor back. I don't understand what y'all mean.
Yep, hold on, let me turn you on. Go ahead.
Do you have this in front of you?
I can't see that.
It's a overhead map. Hold on, Miss Jamaica, I have it. No, she doesn't.
I'm wondering what's going on with her daughter. She says, otherwise it would have went into more detail. That's what I would do. If there's something wrong, you're gonna spill it out right out back, right?
Go for the heart.
You go to the heart, not for it.
Morgan building, just
Exactly what it is.
Well, you can't really go by these lines, they're not 100% accurate.
So that's the property line.
Well, that's, I mean, well,
So this is where she could put something in, the blue box, right? This is the variances all around it, right?
Nothing there fits. Nothing fits the standard.
Or is this the line? Because
so she's trying to put a trailer here, but if she puts it here, she's gonna be 20 feet from the back, 20 feet from the front, it's only 67. That leaves her 27 feet
I know.
to put the trailer.
Yeah,
And this way is 55 feet. So with a 10-foot side building, it would have to be 45 feet long if it was touching the house. So it's 40 feet long. Didn't you say, didn't Lance say it was 55 feet?
Yeah, it's 55.
That's normally what, 2 trailers per acre? Correct. This is automatically.
In this zoning, it's 2 houses per acre. I'm sorry, 1 house per acre.
1 house per acre.
But we don't have a hardship either. We don't have a hardship.
That's a good sized lot too. I mean, but
Not really.
she ain't got enough room to do what she's trying to do, right?
In other words, the answer to my question is no.
No, ma'am, not yet.
Okay?
No, ma'am. See,
Okay.
Lance, I'm wondering if they should, if maybe they can withdraw and try and recalculate and see if they can find something to fit in there and then come for variance?
That's fine. If they agree to that.
You understand what I'm saying?
No.
If you withdraw your application for today and maybe sit back and next month come to us with this variance and let us know that you found a tiny home or something that will, if you get with Mr. Lance, he can let you know the building setbacks from the side and the rear and the front, and then you can know what size home that you can fit in there. And once you figure that out. If you can fit a home in there, that you can come back to us and then,
So how wide do the home has to be and how long do the home has to be?
The width or the depth of your property is 67 feet from what I'm showing. So you can't be
Okay.
anything definitely over that.
67 feet long.
67, correct, the depth.
Okay.
So it's a little wider than it is,
Okay.
depth-wise. So you have to make sure that you're on that. So the next thing is that, with that being said, you need to find something, I don't know what you're gonna decide on a home. It can't be any longer than that, for sure. And that's even from what we're showing, property line to property line, 67 feet. So you're gonna try to find something less than that, and if you can find something with that and everyone's comfortable with, then come back, and at that point, you would have to ask for a variance, what you're asking for, to put another mobile home on the property to exceed the density, and then ask for a variance to reduce the building lines, because that's what we're looking at. So 67 feet is what I'm showing. The other thing you can do is, I'm going off scale here, you can get a survey of your property, and it'll show exactly what the width is. It may be more than 67 feet. I'm just going off what I'm showing on our GIS. Do that, and then that way you know exactly how much property that you have. And at that point, you can make a decision if you can find something that can fit on the property, if that
Okay,
makes
so
sense.
when I do that, then I have to
Come back.
come back and start this all over again.
Well, if you do just a withdrawal, you would just get rescheduled to come back and run with some two variances that you're.
oh, wait, hold on, Devin, hold on. Okay, go ahead, Devin.
If you were to do a withdrawal, if you were to choose to do that tonight, then all you'd have to do is come back afterwards. You're just rescheduling it. In other words, you don't have to go, I guess, through fees and all that right now.
Yeah, we would be fine with that. But the thing is though, also, let's just say, for whatever, that they would grant this tonight. I still think you're gonna have a problem finding something that's gonna fit on the property without having to come back.
But that
I
would
just do.
that would give you an opportunity to do some research and see what you can find if there is anything available that you can
Okay.
work with. Without going through the process tonight and not having that information, and most likely, I assume it would get denied because it just wouldn't fit, if that makes sense.
Okay, so, in other words, I have to look for something that fits in the spot that y'all
Yes,
tell
ma'am.
me it has to fit? And so, once I find it, how y'all is gonna know it?
You just
Do I-
work with
Definitely
Mr. Lance.
reschedule it and come stand before us again.
Okay,
Make a decision based off of the trailer being able to fit on.
And
the
how
property.
long the trailer have to be, can fit on there?
According to my calculations, the depth of your property is 67 feet.
No, I mean, how long can the trailer be?
That's what I'm saying.
Right now with the front and rear building setbacks, it can be 27 feet long.
27 feet long.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So that's what we were saying, you would have to come back and get a variance to ask for more space.
All right.
you won't find a trailer that short.
No, ma'am, I understand that. That's why we're trying to give you the opportunity to find something that'll maybe fit the other way. But if you want to put it in long ways, like you're talking about right now with the building setbacks, it's virtually impossible. But maybe you can put it in the other way. And
No, because if we put it the long way, it'll be on their property. So,
yes, ma'am, that's why, if you withdraw tonight, it will give you opportunity to
okay, so
to
when
try and
is the
come
next meeting?
Next month.
next month.
We're gonna have
23rd?
deadlines and things like that. I can automatically put it on, but I'm gonna have to have the information and know exactly what she's requesting.
Oh, okay. And what's the deadline, the time frame on the deadline?
Well, we can put it on the next agenda, and we'll make the request, but I'm gonna need the information probably about 10 days prior to our meeting next month.
Okay, 10 days, 10 days.
I would suggest really working
Oh,
with
wait,
Mr.
wait.
Lance,
Go ahead.
I would suggest working with Mr. Lance to make sure that you meet those deadlines and get everything that you need submitted on time.
Okay, so
All right.
who is Mr. Lance?
This gentleman.
You, okay. All right, I will. Thank y'all.
Okay, so,
Good luck.
okay, so that agenda item has been withdrawn.
We need a
Oh.
motion to table it,
Well,
withdraw.
We need to formally,
Oh, okay. Ma'am? I think we need you to step back up here to the mic and tell us that you want to withdraw it, please.
Okay, I would like to withdraw it and see, can I find something else, and the next meeting is in February,
Yes, ma'am.
the 23rd?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so,
Okay. Thank you.
It's
You're welcome.
February 22nd, it's not the 23rd.
It's February 22nd. Okay, so that one has been
my paper
withdrawn.
has February the 23rd.
It's the fourth Tuesday of every month. I think it's,
Okay,
Ms. Jamaica, you said it's 22nd?
Yeah, it's the 22nd.
Yeah, it'll be February
22nd?
22nd.
okay, thank y'all.
Thank you. Where's my? Shit. Nothing on my paper. Okay, give me, no, I need. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, next up on the agenda is zoning review ID PZ 2792.22, lot 151, trailer land subdivision, second filing for Mr. Frank Miller. Have anybody here tonight to represent this? Can you please step up to the podium and tell us what it is that you're asking for, please?
My name is Frank Miller. I'm looking for got a lot 151, and the lot size of it is 60 feet deep and 80 feet wide. And my intentions was to put a mobile home onto it for my son. And when I came up and talked to Lance, and I found out that the setbacks, which I knew was 5 feet on the outside, I was going to do a single wide and at one time, but I couldn't put it in there because it just wasn't enough space for it. And anyway, when I come back and talk to Mr. Lance, I found out that the setback on the back of the property was 20 feet, and the front of the property was 25, and that left me with 15 feet, and they don't make one. So sort of put me into a jam, with it. So what I'm asking of y'all, I've tried to decide to, instead of going with a single wide, I'm gonna put a 32 by 52 foot. It's a 48-foot box. And that was the only thing I could figure to scale it down. And I'm asking for a variance on the back, trying to move it to 10 feet, if I could, on the back side of the property, and I think it was gonna leave me close to, like 18 feet at the front. And, so if that's what I'm here to ask for. So it's gonna be a 32 wide by 50, a 48-foot box.
Okay, all right. Any questions, comments from the board? No. Mr. Jamaica, anybody signed up for public comment?
No one signed up.
Nobody's here? Okay, close the public comment. You got a question? All right. Try that.
Mr. Miller, in the back of the property, is there, Energy have power lines right there?
There is a power line. It's actually not on mine, it's on the neighbor's
Yes, sir.
side.
I actually grew up in here, so I know this
Okay.
property. That's the old boat shed or whatever you got right
Well,
there.
I actually tore that down.
Okay. Lance, on the front, what is it for the middle of the road to the front of the mobile
It's
home?
55.
It's gonna be 55 still?
So he will need a variance in the front also.
I was about to say,
So
will those
about 7
variance-
feet. Yes, sir.
How many you
About
believe?
7, I'm thinking.
Okay.
And then your side, is that 10 foot on the side next to?
It's 5 on the sides, but yeah, he's going 10 feet.
He's going 10? Okay.
Actually, I'm going 10 on the back, and I'm gonna go 5 on one side, and I'm leaving something so I can put him a little small driveway on the other side.
But we don't need a side variance. That's what I was double
Yes,
checking.
that's correct.
Okay.
Is that, okay, Mr. Jake Jofferon has a question.
Mr. Miller, what's the nature of use of your mobile home there? Is that gonna be your homestead or is
It's
that
gonna be my son's,
your son's?
yes.
Okay.
Trying to get him the first home,
First time?
Yes, sir.
yes.
The property behind it, you own that as well?
I do not.
No?
I do not own that.
Is there something on there? I see a swimming pool, looks like, maybe?
That's a double wide, it's on it, behind it.
Oh, okay, I see it now. All right, yeah, all right, I see it now.
I'll do a discussion with y'all.
Okay, you got the mic.
So anything, when you go in the back of the subdivision, when you get by Mr. Joe Blake's and all these lots get real narrow. Most of the neighborhoods like 120, but when you get on Sally and Smith Street, they get real narrow and funny shape. You really can't put anything on those lots. This neighborhood was designed in 1968. They mobile homes were different at the time.
It's a lot like that one we had recently with on 621 with the small lots, extremely small lots. It's a lot that's already made, and we gotta find something conducive to fit on it.
I'll say that, again, knowing it, I can see his hardship there. Again, I grew up there. I know how that lot looks. If you owned it for over 20 years, I probably grew up with all your nephews and stuff. So I played on that lot before.
So is that a motion?
I'll let y'all finish discussing.
Any other discussion? Go ahead.
So with the 7 feet, he's gonna need 7 feet in the front. All right, 7 more feet.
Is that even in here, Lance?
No.
Yeah, it's not on there, but it's been advertised as for setback, so we can add that in there.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So whoever makes a motion needs to have a motion for the front and the rear.
I'm sorry. The only thing I was saying was I didn't know if Lance was 100% on the number, not discrediting what he knows, but we measure off of GIS and it's kind of hard to do. So I was gonna say a good idea might be just go over a little bit more just in case. That way he doesn't come back up here and ask for another 3 feet or something. So whoever makes a motion, I would
Over in the front?
recommend to say a 10-foot variance in the front, so.
10 foot to a 25.
Yeah, 10 foot in the front, 10 in the back, and then I would give him the variances he needs.
Okay,
That's a motion.
I'll make a motion.
okay.
I'll make a motion to grant a variance for 10 feet in the rear, and an additional 10 feet in the front from the center line to assure the mobile home can fit on the property as needed.
Second.
Okay, we got a motion by Devin Graham, second by Willie Robinson. All in favor? Any opposed? Hearing none, motion passes. Thank you, sir. And next up, we have any old business? No old business, all right. Under the new business, we have next up, I want to let y'all know that Ms. Dola Harris has resigned because work kept her too busy to be able to attend meetings as she wanted to. So we have a new position open on the Board of Adjustments, so anybody out there in the parish wants to sign up for a seat on our board here, would contact Mr. Lance Brock and he'll get you set up on what you need to do. All right, we'll close new business, old business, all that stuff, and next I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second?
No, I need a motion.
Oh, motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn by Mr. Jake Joffery, second by Mr. Willie Robinson. All in favor?
You ready to go?
Adjourn.